Ray had always thought of Franklin's department store as mundane, a relic of an era where people enjoyed shopping in person. But tonight, the place felt different. He could feel it watching him. The aisles stretched longer, too long, like they weren't meant to end. The mannequins, posed in artificial smiles, seemed more aware than before. The air was stale, heavy, and wrong. Ray leaned against the counter, phone in hand, scrolling through TikTok to distract himself. True crime stories, eerie urban legends, deep dive analyses of haunted CCTV footage. Then his phone vibrated. A notification. A live stream. His own live stream. Ray frowned. That wasn't right. He clicked it, expecting an error. Instead, there he was, standing at the front register. But he wasn't alone. The timestamp was wrong, off by minutes, maybe hours. And beside him, something stood, mimicking his every movement. Dark, featureless, moving in sync with him. The comments section exploded. Yo, how are y'all doing that disappearing act? That thing next to you doesn't look human. Ray, is that your coworker? Ray's stomach dropped. His hands shook as he checked his phone history. No live stream. No uploads. Then his phone rang. Unknown caller. He almost didn't answer. Ray, what the hell? Man, you're trending. Why would you go live doing those weird tricks? Danny, his best friend, frustrated, confused. What are you talking about? Ray murmured. You and that creepy dude, everyone's talking about it. Y'all were vanishing and then popping back up. My sister swears she saw you standing behind her TV screen when she turned it off. Ray's breath quickened. Danny, I'm alone. There's nobody here. Silence, then laughter. Yeah, okay. Tell your shadow magician to chill, man, and stop the cap. I know your boss about to go ham and do pull-up squad on you. As if on cue, another notification buzzed, a message from his boss. Stop clowning around and get rid of that thing. Last warning, or you're fired. His fingers clenched around his phone. Get rid of what? Before he could respond, a customer approached, one of the late-night shoppers. Tall, pale, dressed too formally for a casual department store trip. His smile was too sharp, too deliberate. Solve this riddle, and I'll leave you alone. The words slid across the space between them, unnatural in their cadence. Ray swallowed. What riddle? The man leaned closer. What has no face, yet follows you? Speaks, yet never whispers? Lives, yet is never born? Ray's throat tightened. After a couple of attempts, he didn't know the answer. The shopper's grin widened. Then I'll see you later. And just like that, he walked away. Except, when Ray checked the CCTV feed, the man was still there, standing in aisle 13, waiting. Ray had never been afraid to close alone. But tonight, the metal security gates wouldn't budge. The power flickered, dipping into an unnatural low hum. And then, he wasn't alone. At first it was subtle, strange notifications, texts from his boss, his mother, his friends, concerned messages about a live stream he had never started. The feed showed him, standing at the front register. But beside him, a shadowy figure loomed, impossibly tall, mimicking his movements. His friends thought it was a trick. His boss thought he was messing around. Ray could still hear the boss's voice in his head. Get rid of it. Last warning. But there was no it. Ray was alone. Except the CCTV monitors told a different story. Something moved behind the shelves. The store breathed, exhaling through the vents. The lights flickered, stretching jagged shadows across the linoleum. Then his phone vibrated. A message from his mother. Ray, are you safe? Someone said they saw you on the news and on a social media live stream. His stomach lurched. The news? I'm live right now? How ma you do know that I'm at work, right? His fingers trembled as he typed. What do you mean? No response. The CCTV flickered again. The shadow tilted its head, its form bending unnaturally, less glitch, more real. Then the intercom crackled. You should have left earlier. The lights died. Ray backed up, gripping the edge of the console, watching as the CCTV screen dissolved into static. Then a phone rang. Not his. From somewhere in the aisles. Ring. 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 The shadow stepped forward. Ray felt the floor beneath him vibrate, like something massive had shifted in the foundation of the store itself. His own phone rang. Unknown caller. He didn't want to answer, but his thumb moved on its own. The call connected. Silence. Then, we're watching. The CCTV cut to black, and somewhere, just beyond the aisles, someone whispered his name. Footsteps started to come towards him, and the sound grew louder with each step. The floor beneath him began to vibrate, and the walls shook as if an earthquake started. The items started to fall off the shelves, but only in aisle 13. The shadow figure continued to come towards Ray, but he could only see the shadow figure on his phone. Every time Ray looked up at aisle 13, no one could be seen. Just when he was about to run out of the store, he heard his brother Sean call out to him, walking towards Ray. "Hey man, you ready to dip?" Ray, shocked and looking up from his phone at Sean, asked, "Where the hell did you just come from? I didn't hear you come in." Sean, looking confused. "Don't you get off from work, right, or am I tripping?" "Bro, you don't see aisle 13 being turned upside down? You don't hear footsteps coming from there?" Sean replied that he didn't see or hear anything. When Ray looked down at this phone again, the screen went black. When he turned his phone back on, it went back to normal service. Shaking his head, Ray replied, "Yeah man, we out." Ray explained to Sean what happened in the store on their way back home. Ray decided to try his phone again. He was shocked to see that it went back to normal service, as if none of the weird stuff happened earlier at Franklin's department store. Calling his boss, Mr. Richards, he picked up. "Yeah, who is this? Ray? Why are you calling me? Is something wrong at the store?" Ray replied, "Didn't you call me earlier?" "No, I didn't call." It was at that moment that Ray decided to tell him that he'd just worked his final shift at Franklin's.